The psychology of Jesus. Before I get to my main point, I want to state two things. One is I don't have a psychology degree. I do have experience in life, my own personal experience, and talking to others about theirs, but I did not have a degree. Second is the teachings of Jesus were not written from a psychological perspective. However, since Jesus made us, he fully understands us, and he knows the way that we can find peace and contentment and joy in life. And so his teachings show us the way to that path. So when I think about his teaching, I do think of them from a psychological perspective at times. He understands that when we feel uncared for, when we feel like life is out of control or bigger than us, he points us the way to finding peace. And I know that today there's a lot of distress, depression, anxiety, a lot of uncertainty. And yet the teachings of Jesus show us the way forward. He points us to a way that we can find contentment, a settledness in our heart and mind, even a joy in the midst of all that's going on. And I believe that this one teaching of Jesus is a great teaching in the realm of psychology, of helping us to calm our minds, to find peace, and to find some rest. Listen to these words of Jesus and apply them to yourself today. He says, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more important than food, and the body more important than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you, not even Solomon in all of his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Do you see the psychology there? Life is big. Life has a lot of challenges. But we can trust in God to provide us what we need. And the focus of our seeking is not more money, is not more clothes. It's seeking him and him alone, him first above all else, trusting that he is really going to care for us. And think about this psychology here. He goes, don't worry about tomorrow. Today has enough trouble. So he doesn't ignore the troubles of today. He just puts them into perspective. What's the way of peace and contentment and the path to joy? It's seeking God first above all else and understanding that he really does care for us and that we're so well cared for that we don't have to worry about all the unexpected, the unknown, that here and now, God, your heavenly Father, is carefully and meticulously watching out over your life. Trust him. Trust God the Father. with all your heart and with all your mind, and find his peace. That reading was from Matthew chapter 6, verses 25 through 34. Perhaps reading that each day for a little while. In them you'll find peace, because they point you right to God the Father.